Okay, today I'm going to show you the updated version of the game. A lot has gone into this. You can see a new change. Now you can see the Switch has its controllers have been more implemented into the game. It's not finished yet, but you can see currently we can connect either dual Joy-Cons or the Switch Pro controller, which I'll be using for this demonstration because I'm playing this in TV mode. So let's connect a controller. And now let's choose new game. And you'll see a new intro that I'm still working on the graphics for. And this will change a lot from now until the actual game comes out because I'm still writing the story. But this will give you a basic overview of the game's story. I'm going to shut up for about a minute.
The Isle of the Damned, a forsaken prison that has been taken over by its prisoners. The Isle was originally a United States government maximum security prison for high-profile inmates. It also doubled as a bioweapon testing facility. The guards were instructed by the wardens to experiment on its prisoners that caused some inmates to slowly change into crazed mutants. Some prisoners were left with just their skeletons showing when their transformation finished. During one of the experiments, there was a chemical leak causing a massive explosion, ripping the Isle into multiple smaller pieces. You and your friends were falsely accused, sentenced, and charged with bioterrorism. This is now your chance to escape, but first you need to stop the prisoners from escaping and using the bioweapons against innocent citizens.
Okay, now I'm game, and you'll be able to see some change to the environments a little bit. We've added a sunken boat. I also really like the water texture. You can see like the light glimmering on it. But let's actually go talk to the NPC. But first,
I should go back and talk to AJRPG before
I
I
just
leave
want
on this
to show
adventure.
that. I don't know why, but I'm kind of feel good about the extra helpful stuff that'll push you through the story. Let's talk to AJRPG now.
Great. You finally woke up. A lot has happened while you were out. The explosion caused one of the prison wardens to transform into a fire-breathing werewolf, and has been causing havoc, destroying many buildings, and causing some of the damaged buildings to sink into the ocean. I can help you escape, but first, I need you to deal with the fire-breathing werewolf. You will need to deal with a few members of his skeleton army first. Once you've done that, come back to me for a reward.
As you can see, we've improved our animation pipeline a lot. We're still, from this test, we learned some stuff. It was not as ideal of an environment for capture, so we kind of were running into some popping during the animation, during mocap capture. So we are going to be putting in a fix for when we go around and actually do the full animation for this area. Okay, let's go show you the new enemies. Push the block. And you can see the lighting has been improved a lot. You can see how the light like glimmers off of the box. It used to be like this more staticky kind of thing. So let's fight these skeletons. You don't want to get in the middle of all three of them because they can deal a decent amount of damage. Let's go finish this dude off. Let's take this dude on because he's the lowest health. Let's swap over. I'll use this ability. I don't really. Oh, I totally missed. As you can see, those were one of the two types of enemies I'm going to show you. But let's go back to talk to Edekai so we can turn in the mission.
Dan, I didn't think you had it in you. There is a skeleton sorcerer ahead. You need to kill it and bring its skeleton key to me. I can use the key to take down the barrier protecting the warden. I will run ahead and scout out the warden. I will meet you at the bridge to the warden.
As you can see, we got a broadsword and some gold for that. So let's open the equipment menu and let's Timothy equip the new broadsword. And then we can go over to character and you can see what we have equipped it here. And you can see its stats, which is like cool. Anyways, let's move on to the next area. Oh, over here, I guess. We can go get this chest. So we can get some other items. I'm gonna swap back. So, to a different character, so we can play a different character while walking around. Because you can switch to whatever character you want as you're playing the game. Let's give a hood to him. I don't think there's anything else we yeah, we can give Maya the short bow. Do we have a weapon? No. Not in that. We didn't have any other weapons or anything for anyone else. Okay, now we're going to take on the big fight. Let's take on the skeleton mage and his skeleton warriors. Additional fights, additional enemies. I'm going to take out as many as. Oh, he just did a fireball, but luckily. Oh, meteors or fireballs. Because meteors is for a different boss. Respawning. Ah, damn. As you can see, it's a AJRPG, so you can miss. It's an action RPG. Okay, let's finish off this dude. If I totally not, just totally missed. Okay, so everyone's leveled up to level 3. So let's continue going this way. Okay, I'm gonna skip over all the exploring so you guys can actually do that when you play the game. I don't want to show everything. We'll heal and we'll save. Oh, you can also see the shadows are pretty good in this game. Look at those nice shadows. So now we can take down that barrier. We just gotta give him the item.
What took you so long? Never mind that. The warden has gone crazy and has killed many prisoners. Remember, this island's warden is a fire-breathing werewolf. Its fire breath can scar you for life. You need to put him out of his misery before he can cause any more death or damage.
I just noticed we have to change his background for that animation. Okay, let's take on the fire-breathing werewolf. Other AI, you ready? Let's drop in. Here we are. He has 2 skeleton warriors. Ah, ow. We haven't really balanced this fight, so it's gonna be pretty easy because we have not actually put it in, so everyone's doing really low damage currently. But you've already seen this boss fight mainly. Okay, I'll swap over to a ranged character for a second. Oh, I totally missed. How did I miss that? Okay, let's finish him off here. Oh, that fire breath. Dang, we killed him right before he did his fire breath. And we can watch the animation of the boat coming in. Now we can go talk to Edekai again.
Great job, but this is just the beginning. Behind me is the boat that will take you further into the isle. Remember, the isle has been broken up into many smaller islands. Each will get a lot harder as you get closer to the center of the prison. Good luck.
And we also need to change this mission text. Anyways, we can interact with here, and then we could go to another level, but that's the end of the gameplay showcase. But a new cool thing I've added, we're going to switch over to the desktop. Let's actually show you some of the code and stuff for the game. Okay. So right here, you can see what cinematic cameras we use. It's not that interesting, but we have cinematic cameras that are set up so we can render the background, and then we also render the characters out in a different application so we can get the best quality instead of just doing it right on the Switch, because the Switch is not powerful enough to run a 4K character. And you can see the battle setups. You can see where the enemies and player spawns. I won't be able to show you as much as I wish I could because a lot of it's under NDA. But why don't we look at... Okay, we gotta go back over there, but I'll actually show you the code behind the NPC video, we call them. Yeah, we call him Quest NPC video. I don't know why his name hasn't been updated in the actual world. Let's make this full screen. And you can see what we do when the application enters the background, which we tell it to pause. We currently do not do anything when a controller menu comes up, so it just lags the video if your controller deactivates. So if we look over here, you can see all of our values, and all those go straight in here. So I can just drag in a character like this over here, and you can see first quest dialogue text. I'll bring this out farther so you can actually, oops. I'll try to, there we go. You can see the first quest dialogue text, the active, so when the quest is active, what text it should show, the ready to deliver, the quest unavailable text, which you guys will not see this very often, other than some very small circumstances. This thing here allows me to choose a quest I want to deliver. So if this quest has prerequisites, I can put a quest in there for that. And this shows me what quest NPCs I want to hide on completion of like a quest. And this is in this I set this up so it will tell me what quest action it should destroy this character on. And that's when you get the Hunt Skeletons quest, because this dude changes where his location is. He goes all the way up there when you saw in the video after we finished his first quest. And then you have the secondary and third. And these are really helpful if you want the character to be destroyed on multiple different events. Like if not just on like delivery or something. Let's say you wanted it to happen if the quest was like unavailable. Let's say the character wasn't supposed to show up yet. That's a easy way of doing it. Actually, I'd probably just hide the NPC for that. But you might want to destroy it for performance issues. Because that's an extra character. It wouldn't like totally render, but it would take up space in RAM. And then you can see, because the videos are not just like an actual like video, it breaks down from like the video thing, then you have to give it its own media texture. And then what's a little annoying with Unreal is that the sound is not, you cannot have it connected straight to just the media, so you gotta cut out the sound as well. So we have to render out the video and sound, so it's a little more time consuming, which is annoying. And you can see return and first there, so you can have him do cutscenes for when he returns now. Last update you can do that. Let's see. And then here's some other functions for return, which is similar to the first one. I will bring you back here and let's actually bring you to the cutscene. Okay, let's bring this full screen. And you can see the pause stuff here. And if we go over to the graph, here's all of the blueprint code, which is all like drag and drop, which is really cool. That is running it. It checks if the media texture is valid, or if the cutscene image is valid, and the media is valid, and the media player. If any of these are not valid, the game will crash. So those are very, very important to check. And then we set it. Then we tell it to pause, because we want to be sure the video is loaded before we start, so we wait a half a second before we actually start playing. And then we also wait another 0.2 second to enable the can pause, so an input doesn't accidentally go straight through and immediately pause the video. And on end, this is when the video ends. We set can pause to false. And then we do our NPCs to hide. And then here's the stuff we do from, we set actor hidden in game. Then we set their visibility for this widget to be collapsed. And then we set the component tick enabled to be false. So it won't tick anymore. Event tick or component tick is the same as like the event tick in GameMaker. Or I think it's called event tick. I don't remember. It's a function in GameMaker that checks every frame if there's something I have to update. There's like the, oh yeah, here's the event tick. This is updated every frame. It's checking inputs. It's checking if you can pause. Then it checks if you are using gamepad inputs or Windows inputs. for that. And then depending on what you're doing, it sets the pause stuff to be visible or hidden. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here because I don't want this video to be like 40 minutes long. So in my next update, I can show some more stuff. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.